Next, I'd like to sort of demonstrate, if you will, the Bass RC Booster. I've had this pedal board for a good long time, and I won't tell you about the other pedal that was in its place before I got it, but it was a pedal that didn't have true bypass, and when active, a lot of noise, and wasn't very clean, you know, a lot of white noise, if you will. And when I got a hold of this, most of my colleagues, some of my friends all had the RC boosters and had all these good pedals. So I'm like, wonder if they make one for bass. So Toshio, good friend of mine, sent me the RC booster, and this is definitely the best pedal in my whole pedal, but this is my favorite one. And I use this a lot in the studio because I tend to play, most of the recordings I do really deal with the bottom side of things. I mean, if you've heard most of the things I've recorded on, it's always about the groove and really being solid. And this bass RC Booster really adds a kick to the sound. I'm often asked by, you know, those who admire what they hear, is like, what are you using and what's the main? I'm like, the Bass RC Booster, and I'm sure a lot of my colleagues would agree with me. This is one incredible pedal. I'll give you some examples of the pedal without, bypass and active. This is without. This is with. Nice big sound. Without. With. So if you can imagine being in the studio, this is a great tool. It's still super clean. Really clean. And when you're in the basement, nice and round. This is definitely my favorite pedal. The knob setting, again, the bass knob, 12 o'clock. Can you see that? Treble knob is 1 o'clock. Volume and the gain are at 12. So it really depends. It depends on the session, the date. It depends on how much they want. Usually when you're in the studio recording, the bass is wide open, bass, treble, everything is wide open. And because this is such a clean pedal, you don't need a lot. It'll give you more than you'll ever need. So I generally, just as a general rule, I try not to use any effects in the studio, but this baby sounds great. So I had to, it's definitely become one of my favorites. And so I put just enough to really give it an extra kick. And it seems to make most producers and engineers very happy because it's still nice and clean. But there it is right there. I can sit here and just, that's tone, you know what I mean? Very important. And that's sort of where I dwell as a bass player. I'm in the bottom, I'm supportive. I'm usually in a supportive role, so this is a great tool.